Welcome back to the online moral science class. In this video, we'll learn chapter number 9, Be Calm and Kind. Now, gentleness is a noble quality. When a person is calm, kind, mild, and controlled in his words and deeds, he is called a gentle person. Now, controlled in his words and deeds means whatever he speaks, he thinks wisely before speaking, and his actions never hurt anyone. A gentle person is forgiving in nature and never becomes severe in words and actions. Severe means causing somebody to suffer. Now, gentleness involves soft speech. A gentle person always speaks softly. He never becomes loud, harsh, or rude while talking to others. He avoids using offending words, words that might hurt somebody. He is very polite in his behavior. He gives respect to all elders. Now, as a child, you should learn to become soft spoken, polite, and respectful in nature. By cultivating these things in yourself, you cultivate gentleness. Now, gentleness also strengthens your relationships. When you are gentle towards others, others love, respect, and praise you. Gentleness is like a jewel that sparkles on your personality. You must have heard about an incident that occurred in Mahatma Gandhi's life. While he was in South Africa, once an Englishman beat Gandhiji with shoes. This made Gandhiji fall down. Though it was not Gandhiji's mistake, Gandhiji got up and said, "I am sorry to hurt you. Please pardon me." The Englishman felt ashamed of his act and went away. Such was the generosity of Gandhiji. He never became violent, although it was not Gandhiji's mistake, but still he asked for forgiveness. Now there's a short story, the chapter The Best King. Once there lived a great saint in southern India. He was famous for his noble qualities. People, as well as kings and emperors, also admired him a lot. Admired means when people give you respect or like you. One day, the saint's favorite disciple asked the saint, "Guruji, so many kings and emperors have come over here. All have big kingdoms. All are great. But who is the best among them?" After thinking for a while, the saint replied, "Right now, I myself don't know about it. I will have to find it." After thinking for a few days, the saint selected 3 kings. He thought that they were good and one of them would be the best. The saint decided to examine the kings so as to know who was the greatest of all. Along with his disciple, one morning, he started from his ashram. By the evening, they reached the first king's palace. The king was in his court. He and his ministers immediately welcomed the saint. The king was respectful towards the saint, but the saint showed no respect for the king. Realizing this, the king became angry and asked the saint to leave the palace. The saint and his disciple walked out silently. The disciple became quite confused. He asked the saint, "Guruji, why did you behave like that?" The saint replied, "You'll know later." Next day, the saint and his disciple reached the palace of the second king. The second king was also in his court. Seeing the saint, the king got up from his throne and came forward to touch the feet of the saint. As he tried to touch the saint's feet, The saint moved backwards. The king tried again, but the saint once again moved backwards. The king felt insulted. In anger, he pushed the saint. The saint fell down. With the help of his disciple, the saint got up and both left the palace quietly. After 2 days, they reached the third king's palace. When the king saw the saint, he came running towards him. As he tried to touch the saint's feet, the saint kicked him on his chest. The king fell down. The courtiers took out their swords and started moving towards the saint. The king quickly got up. He signaled his courtiers to stay at their places. He quickly sat on his knees in front of the saint and said, "Guruji, I am sorry. My chest must have hurt you. Please give me an opportunity to massage your legs." The saint nodded. The king made the saint sit on his throne and started washing and massaging his legs. After some time, the saint got up and said, "Rajan," Rajan means king, "I kicked you because I was on a mission to find out who is the greatest king. I think you have a big heart. I declare you as the greatest king. God bless you and your kingdom." The king rejoiced. The disciple also praised the wisdom of the saint. So children, we see that achievements or wealth does not make a person great, but it is his gentleness that makes him great. As the first two kings were also wealthy and had their achievements, but they were not gentle. So practice gentleness in your life. Gentleness means being kind and calm in your words and in your deeds. Always speak softly, use polite words, respect your elders, and never offend anyone. Thank you.